So you might have seen back in May, the Evening Standard reported that there were £220 million roughly of unpaid ULEZ fines, and actually that was most of the ULEZ fines that have been charged. Most of them weren't being paid and were still outstanding. I asked the Mayor about that today. We're now in September, so between May and September it's gone from £220 million of ULEZ fines, bad debt, to £376 million. It's a huge sum of money for TfL, and it really creates two problems. On the one hand, the Mayor was talking tough about the fact that there will be court action, there'll be bailiffs against all of those people with their outstanding fines. But if these are people with older cars, they can't afford to pay ULEZ, they can't afford a new car, they probably can't afford, between them, nearly £400 million of outstanding bad debt. You just run into the can't get blood out of a stone problem. So what is TfL going to do to really recover that money? Well, that brings us to the second problem, which is that this is now a material factor in TfL's accounts. So back in, 2020, 2021, TfL's bad debt stood at £160 million. We were told in July, though, that it had already gone up to £450 million. And that seems to coincide entirely with all of this ULEZ outstanding bad debt. Now, that's a material amount of money in TfL's accounts. At some point, if they're not going to be able to collect it, and it does look unlikely, they're just going to have to write that off. So increasingly, TfL's budget, TfL's finances are a fiction, with perhaps £500 million, maybe more, still growing, of bad debt that is shown in their accounts as money that they have, but which they actually do not have and perhaps are unlikely ever to receive.